Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to this channel. I'm Jacqueline Kinoti. So today I will be talking about how to reset your mindset. If you want to transform your life, then you have to undergo mental revolution. You have to reset, you have to shift your mindset from that of negative to that of positivity, that of thinking that living in scarcity to living in abundance. If you want to transform your life, if what you're doing in your life today is not working for you, or it is not giving you different results, then definitely you have to undergo mental shifting. You have to reset your mindset. Maybe you are wondering, what is this mindset? Mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you view the world and how you view yourself. It influences how you think, how you feel, and how you behave. And now you may be asking yourself, how did I come to have this kind of mindset? As you have seen, mindset is a set of beliefs. The beliefs that you hold, where did they come from? It begins from the childhood, from how we have learned, from how we have witnessed people, from how they have taught us. That conditioning, that programming, it could be unconscious conditioning, where maybe you're just observing people do certain things and you come to believe these are true. This is the how people view the world. It can be conscious conditioning, where now unconscious conditioning, as you have seen, is whereby you observe, but conscious conditioning is where someone is maybe teaching you something, maybe programming you. So for mental revolution to happen, then you have to shift this. You have to reprogram yourself. You have to reset your mindset. And as I can say, shifting takes time. You have to practice. You have to expose yourself to positive experiences. If you have to change your mindset, you have to learn new things. You have to expose yourself to new skills, to new habits. You have to improve every day, so that new neural connection can be formed. As I said, I've always said in my videos that the experiences that we expose ourselves to determine the kind of neural connections that happen, that influences how brain development takes place. And therefore, when you expose yourself to new things, to new experiences, now you're creating neural connection, and those ways are getting minimized. It's like maybe a path, if it is more used, it grows to become a road, but if it is left unused, then you see all things that grows there, the unwanted vegetables or unwanted bushes are going to grow if it is left unused. So if you are a new viewer here, please consider subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, I greatly appreciate. So don't go anywhere, as you're going to dive on ways that you can use to reset your mindset. And if you put into practice this kind of ways, or this kind of techniques, definitely you're going to start experiencing change. And if you want to have some change of habit, definitely you are going to practice them for a period of more than 21 days, so that at least the neural connection will be formed, and some mental revolution will have taken place. Some shifting will be starting taking place. And don't when you start, it takes practice, through repetition, through being intentional, through being committed. You will be able to see some of the changes. And one of the ways that you're going to reset, or to achieve mindset shifting, is through channeling. So many things that you go through on your head, the negative thought, you don't know even what is happening. But when you consider doing free writing, so that you can able to understand, or you can able to go through them and ask yourself, why am I thinking in this kind of manner? So when you're doing journaling, it decreases intrusive thoughts and other mental clutter. So as you work now, the memory and other cognitive function operate more smoothly, and potentially they relieve stress at the same time. So journaling is one of the great ways that you can able to achieve mindset shifting, because it helps you when you are thinking, when you have this kind of thought and you put it in writing, you are able to understand where did it come from. Even the free writing, you are able to understand the kind of deep seated belief behind the kind of thought that you are having, and therefore you'll be able to analyze and ask yourself, when did this kind of belief come from, and so that you can work on challenging that limiting belief. Another one is doing exercise. It doesn't have to be difficult. Exercise can be as simple as taking a walk. It can be as complex as going to the gym. But you start slowly and become active level as you become more fit. So when you're doing exercises, they are going to have some mental shifting in the kind of neural connection that is forming, and they will help you to be mentally and emotionally active. Another great way in achieving mindset shifting or resetting our mindset is through gratitude. Many people underestimate the power of gratitude. When you talk about gratitude, is expressing or appreciating what you have, even what you don't have yet, you're appreciating it. Gratitude reduces that negative thoughts and feeling. It cultivates a mindset where you focus from yourself to others. It makes you feel thankful for what you have rather for always wanting more. It helps you, gratitude helps you have abundance mindset. So you can ensure that every day that maybe you writing, or you be intentional about writing things that you're grateful about. Maybe you are alive, you're grateful, you be grateful about that. You are healthy, you're able to, you have a place to call home, you have maybe a source of income. You just have nurtured that an attitude of being grateful, because the more you are grateful, the more you get more things to be grateful about. I usually say what you focus on expands, what you focus on magnifies. So when you focus on gratitude, even whatever the situation that you are in, no matter if you're in sick bed, no matter maybe you are jobless at that moment, what is that situation that is teaching you that you can be able to appreciate? Maybe people are supportive, maybe people are coming maybe to see you in the hospital. Get something. Don't always complain. When you complain, I usually say the point of attraction is how you're feeling. If you have that complaining attitude, you'll get more things to get to complain about. And I've always talked about the laws of universe. Maybe I will talk it in another video. So they work, the laws of universe works despite if you're aware of them or not. And so it is upon you to make a decision to educate yourself about, because you have to go along with what happens. So if you're not aware of it, or you're aware of it, it will still work. And so it is good that you're letting yourself about that. So being grateful is another way of resetting your mindset. Another is unconditional forgiveness. I've always talked about unconditional forgiveness. It doesn't mean you're doing it for the other person, or it doesn't mean that the other person didn't hurt you. But who is facing the pain? Is it you who is experiencing that resentment? Is it you that is experiencing that pain? Or is it you're supposed, maybe abuser, you're supposed to offender? So when you're doing forgiveness, you're doing it for your sake, you're doing it so that you can move on. What is it that you hold on to grudges that are making you experience pain? Yeah, it is your responsibility to work on you, and you don't have to go to tell this person that you're forgiving them. No, sometimes if you go and tell them, maybe they are not remorseful, so it isn't necessary to go and telling them that you want to forgive, or they didn't want to embrace. So you're doing this unconditional forgiveness for your sake. Ensure every day that you are forgiving someone what they did to you. No matter what they did to you, you are doing, understand that you're doing for your sake, and you need to let go the expectation of how this other person should have treated you. It is not their responsibility. And if we understand that it is not the other people's responsibility to make us feel good. It is your sole responsibility to make yourself happy, to work on yourself. No one can come and shift you. A person can only maybe enlighten you, but it is your job. It is your responsibility to turn around your life, to transform your life. So don't just sit down there and waiting some miracles or someone to change so that you can change. No matter the situation that you are in, you have to do it yourself. So this when you forgive, you are going to heal your wounds and wipe all the scars. It doesn't mean that when you forgive, the scars may be pleasant, but they will be they no longer be painful. When you're forgiving, you are going to remember without feeling the pain. But when you are carrying that unforgiveness, every time that you remember how this person hurt you, you feel this pain, you feel this resentment, you feel the need to revenge, the need to do something, or you'll be happy when this other supposed offender is maybe experiencing some difficult. But when you're forgiving, you understand that maybe you can have some compassion on those kind of people, and maybe they do those things according to how they have been programmed, as you have seen earlier on how mindset shifting happens, or what is about mindset. It can happen through unconscious or conscious conditioning or programming. Another way is through meditation or prayer. You can pray so that if meditation fit in your belief system, if your prayer fit in your belief system, you can choose either, so that it can help you that having a moment with you, so that you can able to reconnect with your inner self, to understand what is going on, what is it communicating. Most of the people sometimes, maybe for example, if you believe in prayer, so many people continue praying, talking. When you're having a conversation is a two-way traffic. You have maybe to communicate, and you have time to listen. So most of people communicate even without having time to listen what you are being told. So having that time to work on yourself on a daily basis, even if it's just 30 minutes, have times that you can meditate. There are many meditation guided meditation videos, or you can check on YouTube. If you're praying, just have that time that you can just listen to yourself, listen to what is taking. That is that inner voice that always comes, and the moment you keep on ignoring it, then that's when we experience so many problems. So this will help you to improve your ability to concentrate and work through difficult tasks, having faith that there is that higher power, that inner guidance that can help you. Another thing is praying or listening to music. Music is one way to relax and distress. Listening to music can help you sleep better, which can also lead to a more productive days, so productive day. So it's very important. You can commit or be intentional about doing those things every day, every morning, for the next 21 days or for the next 1 month, so that you can achieve mindset shift